Okay, hi, welcome to Love Cycling channel. Today we are on stage 4 of the Tour of California, the Amgen Tour of California, the largest professional bike race in the US of A. So we have 100 riders currently at the start gate, all warming up in the turbo trainers. This is a pre-recorded ride that I've already done. This took place during the actual live event, and this is Zwift. So, 15 seconds to go, and this is the time trial. I've muted the actual sound from Zwift, so don't worry about hearing that. So if we go 12.3 kilometers. So again, I've incorporated a training session into this, so I'm going to go 20 minutes at FTP and do an FTP test. So everyone is on a time trial bike here. And in Zwift, that means that there is no draft effect whatsoever. So, don't think you can sit on someone's wheel with this. It doesn't work like that. They can't sit on your wheel, you can't sit on their wheel. That's not exactly true. If they're on a different bike other than a time trial bike, they can draft you, but you cannot draft them if you are on that time trial bike. So that's how it works. It's all about you when it comes down to the time trial. So, what is my FTP? Last time I did a test, 200 watts. If you want to know what an FTP is, functional threshold power. And the way to find out what your functional threshold power is, there's a couple of ways of doing it, but one of the ways of doing it is to do a 20-minute ride. And you're given that effort for 20 minutes, what you think you can hold for 20 minutes. So at the end of the 20 minutes, you have no sprint. You want to be on the limit. You want to be throwing up. I hate doing them, hence I don't do them that much. I try and incorporate them into a time trial or a race. Not a race, actually. That's not a good way of measuring it for me. I personally think that's not a good way of measuring it, because this is like this is a time trial effort that you should be doing. So that 20 minutes, you take that average power, what you get for 20 minutes, and you take 95% of that reading. So I believe 210 watts will give me 200 watts roundabouts, and that will be my FTP. I can then go ahead and set my zones up according to that value. I can also check my heart rate figures and set my heart rate zones up according to what was measured over that 20-minute period. If you want some advice on how to do that, just comment in the video and I will let you know how to do that. So like I say, 200 watts FTP was my last test. I cannot remember when that was done, to be honest. So that would give me an average over 20 minutes of 210 watts. But always when you do an FTP, try to have 2 rest days. Do not do an FTP on heavy legs, on tired legs, on anything but fresh legs, because it's just unsustainable. It's a really hard thing to do an FTP. If you like doing an FTP, then you probably got something wrong with you, because I don't know anyone who likes doing this. It's just, it's horrible. By the end of it, you want to throw up. You just, you know, you're totally spent. And that's how you should be. If you're giving it your all for 20 minutes, that's exactly how you should be. And that's what I'm doing here. As you can see, 220, well inside my VO2 here. I was kind of hoping I'd push 220, but I don't listen to my own advice. So I'm treating this like an FTP, but the thing is, this is stage 4, and I've done at least 3 rides before this where I've been riding at threshold, so I have not had any rest. I am also extremely tired. I remember actually I was on call this week, so extremely tired. I think I've had about 4 hours sleep every day for the last 3 days, so absolutely knackered. Legs are not fresh whatsoever. So if you think you're going to see an improvement on your FTP when you're in that condition, forget it. It's not. Unless you've got a massive improvement, then you're really going to see a loss, if anything. Because you need, like I say, you need to be fresh. Your legs need to be rested. Your body needs to be rested. Otherwise, it's no good. But we're currently, in terms of the actual race, we're sitting 28th out of 107. So, 27th now. So doing pretty good, I'd say. Considering the state of my legs, the tiredness. So you can see the power dropping off now. I was hitting around 220, and now it's kind of going to 210. Although we are, it's about 215. So power's slowly but surely dropping off as the heart rate raises. And then I kind of get little surges. So like a time trial FTP test, you want to see your heart rate steadily rising, and hit its peak right at the end. But 8 kilometers left now. Currently sitting in 27th. I'm pretty confident I'll get overtaken here. But looking pretty good. So hovering around 3.5 watts per kilo. So don't. Another thing, do not compare your watts against someone else's, because especially someone like me, like I hear and see a lot of riders, look at my FTP 300 watts, and I'm like, yeah, well, if you weigh 90 kilos plus, then you're going to have to put out 300 watts to get anywhere, whereas I only have to put out 200 watts. So it's, your numbers are your numbers. Sharing your numbers, yeah, it's great, fantastic, well done you. Be proud of yourself, but they are really only relevant to you. And don't forget, different power meters give out different readings. So I'm using a Stages power meter, which is only measuring my left leg power. Now I have used I think it's Garmin Vector 2 pedals, and they were measuring both my left and right leg, and I can tell you, and this is not the case for everyone, but when I was I actually used it in Tenerife when I climbed Mount Teide, and it was a long hard climb. about an hour roundabouts, and I can tell you over that effort where I was at threshold for the whole time, my left-right leg balance was 50-50. So stages, why is that relevant? 'Cause stages only measures your left leg, and it calculates, basically gives you the reading for both legs off of what it measured. But what I'm saying is stages are notorious for giving out lower power output than other power meters. So that's why my power readings are relevant to myself only. Of course, everyone wants to know what your FTP is. I do ride with club members who have power meters, and they don't believe me when I tell them my FTP is just 200 watts. They think it's a lot higher than that, but no, it's not. I'm 158 centimeters tall, or small. So I'm never going to generate massive amount of power. I'd like to get to 250. I'd love to. In fact, I'd love to get to 300, but I'm getting older. I started cycling about 3 years ago, so up until 3 years ago, I used to weigh 80 kilos. Currently weighing 62. At the back end of last season, I hit 59 kilos. That was at my last competitive event, which was a hill climb. And believe me, as soon as I finished that event, I ate like a pig. So yeah, currently sitting at 62 kilos at the start of race season. Hence 212 watts is giving me 3.3, whereas you see a lot of riders pushing out 300 watts hitting 3.3. So you know, it's all specific to yourself. And the thing you gotta love about cycling is there's different types of riders. Like I just love climbing mountains, but specific mountains as in climbs like the Alps. I don't like those steep climbs, those steep gradients. I like it to be smooth and average gradient across the whole climb. I don't like it changing all the time, because I like to get into a rhythm and just keep it like that, and I can do that for a very long time, and that's my speciality. So you have riders that climb, you have riders that sprint, you have riders that are specialists at the hills, flat riders. There's lots of different types, and that's what you got to love about cycling. You get to know it all, and you get to know whose wheel to sit on what race. So let me just pause that. Sorry about the adverts there. I'm just running Spotify for a bit of music in the background for you. Don't really want to hear the adverts. So 4K left, you can see my powers now. You can see the little drops. When you're seeing it drop into the blue zone, that's the endurance, and I'm actually getting out the saddle because, to be blunt, my bum hurts. So I'm just getting out the saddle and excuse me, and taking the pain off of that area, and giving myself some relief, and then back in the saddles. So it's just a couple of seconds. whilst I change position. The power still stays the same whilst I'm standing up. There's no difference in power. It's just literally the fact that I'm getting out of the saddle. You always, if you're sitting behind someone and they get out of the saddle, they always drop back a little bit, so be aware of that so you don't crash into them. So here we go, I've got overtaken. I'm now sitting 31st. My power's dropped right down now, so I wouldn't say right down, but it's certainly dropped. I mean, I'm having a hard time holding 200 watts here. But you can see I'm getting little bursts of energy, but it's not there. And that's due to tired legs and tired mind and body. Lack of sleep. That's purely due to work. I do a week of on-call every 4 weeks, and it just ruins me every time. I put on weight, I can't sleep, and I work my butt off, which is good for the bank, but not good for me, and not good for my training. But there you go. That's life. Let's go through the volcano here. I put the description of the course in the video. This is the Amgen Tour of California, mimicking the time trial that the pros had to go through. An event laid on by Zwift. See the guy in front doing 3.8 watts per kilo, so he's of course gonna overtake me, so 4 watts per kilo, so he's actually ramped up his effort now. I've made a mistake of thinking that I'll be okay, but I'm actually not okay. Power is draining fast. As we get near the end, it's literally 2k to go, but you can see it's 16:40. I wanted to see what I could put out for 20 minutes, just out of interest. You see I'm out of saddle there now, 66 RPM. That's my cadence. That's how fast I turn in the pedal. So I'm out of the saddle, just relieving those muscles again. Now I'm back in the saddle. You see the cadence rise to 90, but I'm struggling now. 184, 186, not the kind of numbers you want to be seeing if you're trying to do a 20-minute test and trying to hold 210 and above. But it's crept back up, 95, but you can see it just keeps, it's just dropping down. So 1.3 to go, sitting in 34th out of 107, which is, it's not too shabby. So 1k to go. And I really don't have a lot left. You can see the power. I'm barely holding 200. Even though I know it's coming to the end, you would give it your all, and I'm trying, I'm really trying, but my legs are just too tired. It may be that I've done more than 3 rides before this. Probably was riding over the weekend as well, so that's Been a tough week of training. So here we go, 200 metres, pipped to the line by NZC, so 35th position. I'm going to keep this going. I've got it's literally 50 seconds, so it worked out quite well really as far as an FTP test. See the leaderboard there. And I'm just carrying on. I didn't want to look at that because I just wanted to finish my 20-minute effort. So now it's a case of going all out. I know it's at the end. You see the email coming saying congrats for completing your tour of Amgen. Tour of California, sorry. There you go, 2:30. So I had a bit left, but not really. So that's it. So there you go. I don't even think I can bring myself to doing a cool down here. But there you go. That was a time trial, stage 4. Not as exciting as the other ones because you're not drafting anyone. It's purely about yourself. But yeah, a little insight into time trialing, FTP tests, and Zwift and the Amgen Tour of California. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you shortly. Check out all the other videos. Don't forget to hit a like button and subscribe. We'll be sending out lots and lots of videos, Zwift related, cycling related, and yeah, just so keep watching, guys.